Hi, welcome back to Bob's Corner. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Barb. We are in my yard and the weather is changing and so is my garden, and we are due for a nor'easter, so it will probably have already hit before you see this. But right now I need to get some stuff harvested, cleaned up, and figure out what I'm going to do with the rest, or just figure it out. So let's get to it. We had our first frost and there's no way I was able to cover all this up, so kind of did the rest of it in. But because of all the rain that we're expecting, I think what I'm gonna do is pull these squashes out of here. So I already pulled one that split from a previous rain, and I have another one that I'm curing and I disinfected that it's just sitting and curing, and now I'm pulling these two before the heavy rains so that it does not split. What I will do though, I'm gonna leave these fake ones, the babies, on the vine and see what happens. We're supposed to have a few mild nights, so we'll see. Maybe they will continue to grow. If not, then I will just go ahead and pull them as well. I have a couple here that did not get pollinated. But I've been really enjoying these. While they're green, I'm all out of breath. And I didn't really do much yet. But yeah, so I've been enjoying these green, like zucchinis. And I'm just gonna leave them alone and see what happens after the rain. I know temperatures are supposed to drop, and I think I have another one in here. So I haven't seen much pollinators, so I have been pollinating them by hand since the weather has changed. And let me show you. I see something in the back. I think it may actually, something may come of it. So let me bring you along. And let's see what we have back here. Oh, wow. I do have a big one back there. I'm gonna have to pull that one as well. So let me go get that one. Here it is. And there's another one right there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens after the nor'easter hits. We're not supposed to get anything but heavy rains. So I'm gonna try and cut this one-handed. Not easy. I don't know how some of you do it. But yeah. So this will make a third one that's gonna be in my fridge. Not quite sure what I'm gonna do with it just yet. But I've been really enjoying it with pasta. So one of them, what I do is I shredded it and then I fried it with pasta and garlic and Parmesan. So, all right, well, I got this one out. And like I said, I got 2 more in there. I don't know if they're going to get pollinated. I did not pollinate them. And I've got quite a few. I just found another one under here. So we'll see what happens with those. But these plants are almost ready to come out. So, yeah. This is what happened after our first frost. My asparagus seems to be loving it. It's ready to go to sleep. So the first night I went and covered everything with sheets. All my pepper plants were covered and they survived. They did really good. But I failed to cover on the second night because I didn't think we were going to get any frost on the second night. And look what happens. I got frost damage. So what I'm going to do is I see some peppers in here I can pick. So I'm going to go ahead and pick those. So these are all snacking peppers here. I think I'll get one more. Now I'll leave the rest on here. Hopefully they can turn. Oh, here's one more. Hopefully they can turn before the weather turns. And this is my jalapeno plant. It does have damage. And I'm gonna pick some off of here, and I'm hoping, I don't know, I might overwinter it. I haven't quite decided yet if I'm gonna overwinter it or start fresh in the spring. This, I have a summer squash in there. I do have some greenhouse plastic that maybe I will cover my hoops up with. We'll see. I may just let this one go. See what I get for bell peppers. I also saved some basil, so it survived because like I said, I had the sheet over the peppers. So I did get a few decent sized bell peppers. And again, I'm not expecting any overnight frost, but I will keep my eye out on the weather. I wanted to show you what I have going on over here. As you can see, I cleaned out these back beds that are over by the house, and I have sweet peas growing on this new trellis, and they're doing pretty good. I did have spinach in there, and I had romaine lettuce. I don't know what happened to it. One day they were there, and the next day were gone. But my beets are doing really well as well. This is the first time I was able to actually grow to this point. Usually they get like, I don't know, this tall and then they just disappear. So I'm really happy with that. I'm so happy that I probably did it too late, but I planted some beets into this bed right here where I have the radishes right there. And I have carrots at this end, but I had nothing in between. So I think I did maybe about 10 seeds, 2 rows of beets. It's probably too late. We're mid-October, but hey, you know what? I'll give it a shot. Who knows? One never knows. Hopefully we'll have a mild winter, right? Well, here's my scarlet runner beans. I made a mistake and I picked quite a bit off of here and then realized, no, I was supposed to leave them on here and let them dry out in the pod, because that's what I was shooting to do, kind of like those dry beans you buy in bags at the grocery store. So I messed up, but I do have some that I'm going to plant next year, and you live and you learn. This is what gardening is all about. You learn new things all the time, and you keep trying until you figure it out, and then once you figure it out, you can try and figure out the next best thing. But yeah, so I've got some nice ones. Look at this. That one's a nice one right there. Got a few of them. So as you can see, these other beds I have cleaned up. I've actually, you remember, I had whiskey barrels. There was one right there. There was one back there. And there was one over there. And they are back there right now. Those were my strawberry plants. Well, the 2 over here were my strawberry plants. And I took them out of these barrels. I put them right in here. And hopefully I'll have a little strawberry patch in this bed for next year. And they're doing really well. Look at that. I even have a flower back there. So I still have this one to deal with. I'm not really up for it, but I will try and get this transplanted this year. If not, then I'll handle it come spring or next fall. We'll see. But oh my goodness, look at all these. Look at all these sweet peas. So that one's doing really well. I just noticed I've got sweet peas on this one too. I thought they were just flowering. I didn't realize I had some sweet peas on here. These are doing good. Ooh, it's windy. And I just spotted something. Don't think I ever showed you this, but I received zinnia seeds, and I got them a little bit late. They were gifted to me by my work daughter. Thank you, Kelsey. And look at them. They, all of a sudden at the end of the year, they're doing, or at the end of the season, they're doing really well. I'm like impressed. And I've been picking them. I've been actually picking them because I heard that when you pick one, for every one you pick, 2 come back. So they're really doing well. Ever since I started picking them, they're growing, they're tall. Don't know how long they will last, but I'm also saving the seeds because I really like it back here. Don't mind the house. My plan is to do the windows and the siding on this house. I just don't have the funds. Not yet. Hopefully soon. It's a 100-year-old house. I think I mentioned it to you before, but I did paint it about 15 years ago, and within the first 5 years, this is what it started doing. It started peeling. Oh well, explains why the person's not in business anymore, right? So here's what my ground cherries look like. They didn't do too good with the frost, so I'm gonna come around here and pick up whatever I can off the ground. Got quite a bit in there, so that's gonna be my next chore. I'm not gonna pull them up just yet. Okay, so this is what I have out of this plant. And I'm starting to feel rain. It's been cloudy all day. And I'm gonna end the video here. So we're gonna end with saying hello to the chickens and making sure everybody is all set in their coop, because I'm really not sure at this point when all of this is supposed to start. So let's go say hi to the chickens. They have water inside and outside. They have an entire container of food in there. So against this wall, I have this container that holds approximately, I think it said 80 pounds of food. And I do like a 50-pound bag in there. And they all know how to eat out of there. And they still tend to waste some, but not like before. So yeah, but I will be adding wood chips in here for the winter, because it is a pretty large coop for 7 chickens. So what I want to do is I want to do the deep litter method, so it generates heat, it composts and generates heat for them while they're in here. So I am not going to clean this out just yet. I'm just going to go ahead and throw stuff over it. And as you can see, they're all, pretty much all of them are molting. Look at all those feathers back there. They are seriously molting. Poor Lacey, she looks the worst out of all of them. So there's Lacey. And yeah, she's the worst out of all of them. They're all at some, the other ones have it very mild. But her, oh my goodness. But she's getting up there in age. I think she's turning 4, maybe 5. I have to look back. But yeah, she's molting pretty bad.